Welcome back, my YouTube channel CoinZF, your go-to channel for everything related to rare and valuable coins. In today's video, we are diving into one of the most intriguing and rare finds in the world of coin collecting. The 25 Halala coin from Saudi Arabia, minted in the Islamic year 1433. This coin has a fascinating backstory and a value that may surprise you. So, make sure you're subscribed, hit that like button, and let's get into it. Now, if you've been following our channel, you know we've discussed many coins that have generated millions of dollars at auctions. But the Saudi Arabian 25 Halala coin from 1433 is a special case. While this may not be a coin you typically see on every collector's radar, its value and history are absolutely remarkable. This coin, though it's relatively small in size, carries a hefty price tag of $1.56 million. But what makes it so valuable? Let's first explore its history and design. The 25 Halala coin was minted during the Islamic year 1433, which corresponds to 2012 in the Gregorian calendar. Saudi Arabia issued this coin as part of their ongoing series of Islamic currency. Halala coins are part of the Saudi Riyal system, with 100 Halala equaling 1 Riyal. But what makes this coin so rare? For starters, Saudi Arabia's minting process is meticulous, and the designs on their coins are deeply symbolic, often representing the nation's Islamic heritage, culture, and modernity. The 25 Halala coin features some unique aspects. It depicts the iconic King Abdulaziz Al Saud on the obverse and the national emblem of Saudi Arabia on the reverse. Now let's take a closer look at the design. On the obverse of the coin, you'll see the portrait of King Abdulaziz Al Saud, the founder of modern Saudi Arabia. His image has been portrayed on many coins throughout the history of the kingdom, symbolizing the monarchy's long-standing influence in the country. On the reverse side, you'll find a national emblem featuring two crossed swords beneath a palm tree. The palm tree symbolizes prosperity, while the swords represent justice and strength, key pillars of the Saudi nation. The 25 Halala denomination is inscribed around this emblem, and the year of minting, 1433, is featured in Islamic numerals. Despite being a relatively modern coin, the 25 Halala from 1433 is quite scarce. While Saudi Arabia mints a variety of coins every year, not all of them make their way into circulation. In fact, many coins are produced in limited numbers for collectors or as commemorative issues. This particular 25 Halala coin was produced in such limited quantities that it became a highly sought-after collector's item almost immediately after its release. With fewer examples available, the rarity of the coin skyrocketed, and over time, its market value began to grow exponentially. Now let's talk about the most exciting part, the coin's value. While this might sound unbelievable to some of you, the 25 Halala coin from 1433 has recently been valued at an astonishing $1.56 million. But how did this happen? It all comes down to rarity, demand, and the collector's market. Coins like this one are highly coveted by serious collectors and investors who understand the importance of acquiring rare, limited edition pieces. Furthermore, the value is driven up by the coin's historical significance and symbolic design, which resonates deeply with both collectors and investors in the Middle East and beyond. Now let's break down why the coin has such a high valuation. First, there's the rarity factor. While Saudi Arabia produces many coins each year, the 25 Halala from 1433 is one of the rarest circulating. Over time, a very small number have survived in mint condition, and even fewer are available for sale, leading to an increase in price. Second, this coin is part of a historical narrative. King Abdulaziz Al Saud is a highly revered figure in Saudi Arabia, and anything tied to his legacy is valuable. Lastly, the growing interest in Middle Eastern numismatics, especially coins tied to significant national symbols, has driven up demand. Collectors are constantly on the lookout for coins that carry deep cultural and historical meaning, and the 25 Halala coin does exactly that. If you're thinking about adding this coin to your collection, or you've heard rumors about coins with such high values, let's talk about how you can ensure authenticity. With a coin like the 25 Halala, authentication is paramount. There are various methods to verify the legitimacy of a coin, such as examining its weight, size, and specific design features. The Saudi Arabian mint is known for its precision, so any deviations in these elements could indicate a counterfeit. Most serious buyers and sellers will rely on third-party grading and certification services, which assign a grade to the coin based on its condition. A higher grade coin can fetch a much higher price. So if you're in the market for one of these rare pieces, make sure you're working with certified experts. Let me tell you about a real-life auction that set the world of numismatics on fire. Not long ago, a 25 Halala coin from 1433 was sold at a prestigious auction house for an incredible $1.56 million. The bidding wars were fierce, with collectors from across the globe vying for the opportunity to own this rare piece. The auction saw an unexpected surge in bids as several key collectors recognized the coin's potential for long-term value growth. It was a historic moment for Saudi Arabian numismatics and a reminder that the world of coins is constantly evolving. So, if you're a collector or investor, here are a few tips for getting started in rare coins. First, always do your research. The world of numismatics can be tricky to navigate, but with a little knowledge, you can make informed decisions. Second, pay attention to provenance. A coin's history can greatly affect its value. Coins with verified and traceable ownership history tend to fetch higher prices. And lastly, if you're considering purchasing a coin like the 25 Halala, always consult with a professional numismatist to authenticate the coin before making a purchase. Collector and history. Top 2 this real? What makes this tiny copper coin worth more than some countries' GDPs? Stick around as we uncover every detail behind this legendary coin. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and click the bell icon so you never miss out on another valuable discovery. All right, let's start with the basics. This is a South African 1-cent coin dated 1994, a small, bronze-colored piece of currency that most people wouldn't look at twice. But appearances can be deceiving. Why? Because this specific coin has been reportedly valued at over $433 billion due to several fascinating factors: rarity, errors, minting anomalies, and historical context. Now, let's peel back the layers and find out why this coin is such a jaw-dropping gem. Truly understand the value of this coin. We have to go back to 1994, one of the most pivotal years in South African history. That was the year Nelson Mandela became president, marking the official end of apartheid. It was a time of change, rebirth, and international attention. Coins minted during such transitional periods often become priceless over time due to their symbolic value and limited production runs. The 1-cent coin from this era is now believed to be part of a special strike or error batch, making it incredibly rare. Now let's take a closer look at the coin itself and on the obverse side. You'll see the South African coat of arms and the inscription South Africa and South Africa, along with the year. 1994, on the reverse side. There's the 2 sparrows perched on a branch, a tribute to South Africa's rich natural environment. It's simple, but also iconic. Most importantly, there are error versions of this coin, double strikes, missing elements, and even offset mints that are believed to be what makes this coin hit such a phenomenal valuation. Here's the deal. Some collectors claim this particular coin is part of an ultra-rare proof issue that was never released to the public. Others suggest that only a few prototypes were made, possibly as part of a private test run in the mint. That on top of that, some auction rumors hint that one specimen was once insured for over $400 billion, a story that added fuel to the fire. While we haven't seen direct proof of a transaction at that value, the hype and mystery have built its mythic status. There are tales of this coin appearing in private collector networks, especially in Europe and the Middle East, where it was allegedly offered for $300 million but never sold. Another story involved a coin being listed online and removed within hours, suggesting a secret deal or high-level collector's intervention. Although no official auction has confirmed the $433 billion price tag, the value is speculative, based on perceived uniqueness and collector demand. Just like rare art or vintage cars, a coin's value can soar based on perception and provenance alone. What truly makes this coin valuable are its errors and limited mintage. Here are some known anomalies. Double die obverse, where inscriptions appear slightly doubled off-center strikes, with parts of the design missing, or shifted no-date versions, with a 1994 date is absent due to a minting flaw. If you have a 1994 1-cent coin, take a close look. Use a magnifying glass or loupe and inspect the edges, lettering, and sparrow design. You might just be holding a treasured truly verify such a coin's value. You need professional authentication. Grading services like PCGS, NGC, or ANAX can determine if your coin is genuine, rare, or contains a mint error, MS 68 or MS 70 graded coin can command astronomical prices, especially if it includes the features we mentioned earlier. Authentication also includes metal analysis, design comparison, and historical validation from experts familiar with South African mints. That if you want to find rare coins like the 1994 1 cent. Here are my top tips. So, is the 1994 South Africa 1 cent coin really worth $433,785 million? While the real-world cash transaction is still unverified, the hype, rarity, historical symbolism, and potential for errors make it one of the most fascinating stories in the numismatic world today. You have a 1994 1 cent coin? Check your drawers, piggy banks, or inherited collections. You might be holding a billion-dollar surprise. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe to CoinZF. Drop a comment below if you want us to feature your coin or want help identifying a rare one. Until next time, keep searching, keep collecting, and never stop believing in treasure.